How are you? Hope you're all
Hey,
well. Today we are talking about the inevitable changes that can happen in your business without you having any control. So, the truth bomb is you can't escape it. These things happen, and it's how we navigate them is what matters, right? So Alex is going to talk us through this big move that she had, as well as when you went to Germany, right? And how you continued to navigate this business and your own life through the changes.
yes. So it's basically two parts. One of it is a year ago, we left Japan, me and my husband, and we relocated back to New Zealand. And not so long ago, I had an extended stay in Germany. So the move from Tokyo to Auckland was always coming. We knew it would come that we're leaving Japan. And usually when these moves happen with us, they're rather quick. So it was really all about planning it properly. And planning an international move is one thing, but then also planning to move a business partnership, right, Victoria? So I basically called her up and with a big sledgehammer saying, we got to do something here.
The thing is, I kind of knew it was coming. You kept saying it's coming, and I was sort of ready to, if we needed to pivot somehow.
Yes,
I
yes.
remember
And I
thinking,
think we had talked about it before, right?
yeah.
And we kind of said, oh, we'll cross the bridge when we get there and all of that. And we had arrived with Ginkgo and Fern. It wasn't even called Ginkgo and Fern yet. We had arrived at a stage in our business partnership by running these in-person Instagram for small business courses, classes. We had arrived at a stage where we kept filling our classes really easily with people that we didn't know. So that was the key thing, wasn't it?
Mm.
It's always when you start something new, it's quite easy to sell to your friends and family because they want to support you, they love you, and they're kind of on board with it all. But once you get clients and customers that you just don't know who they are and where they came from, that is like when it clicks and you're like, oh, okay, we are on to something good here. And at that stage, we had filled a class with pretty much everyone, like everyone on that class. We didn't know who they were. And we were like, oh, wow, this is exciting. And we just didn't want to let it go, right? So what we did is we got together for a big old day-long brainstorming session, and we decided to take the business online. And from there on, it was really all about planning and executing a plan. And when you have something massive happening in your life, a plan is what saves you, really, if you stick to the plan, especially when you're in a partnership, like, because you rely on each other, and you have this plan and milestones and timelines in place. That kind of helped us navigate it, right, and take the business from an in-person course provider to an online course provider and beyond.
Do you remember that we pre-sold the class as well, the in-person class, and it was going to be the list builder?
Yes.
I don't think it was called that, but it was going to be teaching list building, wasn't it? And we pre-sold the class, and then you found out you were leaving, and we were like, before either we refund everybody or we just say, listen, it's going to go online. Just
Yes.
give us a while. Do you remember that? And
Yes.
that required so much planning as well, because we had to then take what we already had, which was going to be in person, and then make it into an actual course,
Yeah.
which required a lot of there were a lot of moving parts to that.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a different thing teaching in person, right? And getting people's
Mm.
feedback, and you see their faces and you see whether they're get it or not, or if there's big question marks all over their face. And it's different to doing everything online and having a course online. So but yeah, it was really planning that saved us there, didn't it? That kind of, we knew that. We knew it. We had our big milestones and we kind of like tried to hit them. And yeah, so that happens in everybody's life, maybe not international moves, but big things that happen. And with proper planning, that's how you navigate them. And the second part really is I had, so kind of what we do, my husband and I, is we spend quite a few weeks every year in Germany because that's where I'm from. And I want to spend time with my family. And we have a small house there, which where we stay in. And Victoria and I continued working because it wasn't the 6-week holiday, because I can't afford taking a 6-week holiday. So it was, we continued working throughout. And again, it was planning. We sat down for half an hour session before I left, and I basically said, I can't do these and these days because I'm traveling or there's something going on. And Victoria said, okay, I can't do these because there's school holidays or, you know, all of these sort of things. And again, we planned ahead rather than just going, oh, I can't meet today because I'm traveling. And it was a proper plan that was in place.
It went in the diary that moment, right? We were like, okay, we're going to meet at, you know,
it did. Because usually
2:30.
Yes, because usually what we do is, we sit down on a Monday. Monday is our meeting day, our co-working day, and that's what we do. But that then didn't work anymore because of different time zones and all of that. So yeah, so it's really all about planning, isn't it?
It is, and I think that it's so easy to just throw when a bump hits, when you hit a bump. It's so easy. We see a lot of small business owners, the first bump they hit, it sends them so off track that they don't come back. And small business is a series of bumps in the road, right? And also pathways that you can take, different routes. And you just have to decide what's best for you and then plan it out meticulously and stick to your plan. Okay, so we'll see you soon with some more little truth bombs.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.